Hi Leo, this is your forecast for the month of October 2016. This is a general reading for Leo Sun, Leo Rising, or Leo Moon. If you have a different rising or moon sign, you might find watching those videos helpful or more informative for you. Please remember that these are general readings, and so they may not apply to everyone. If you would like a reading that is specific to you, please visit my website at thealchemistastrologer.com, provided on the link at the upper corner. If you have visited the site before, you'll need to clear your browser's cache for the schedule button to function properly. And normally, Leo, I would say my thank you at the end of the reading, but this month I want to lead with thank you because I have had such great support from you and a rise in subscriptions. So please know that this is mutual love that we are sharing, and I will make every effort to give you my personal best. Okay, so for you, Leo, the first week of October begins with the King of Swords. This is an air sign person that you may be coming in contact with. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising, male or female. If that is your rising or moon sign, this could be you. You may be coming in contact with a person who has these traits, or the situation may require these traits. So this is a king who holds a lot of authority and command, and he uses his mind, his analytical mind, to solve problems. He's not so in touch with his emotions or areas of intimacy, but he makes fair decisions. He gives sound advice. He acts with conviction, and he's very ambitious. And because he's concerned with equality and justice, this could very well be someone that you're dealing with, perhaps a lawyer. Maybe this is a judge or a doctor or somebody that's in arbitration for you, because this is somebody who will go to bat for you. This is a man that's willing to fight for your interests. So he could be somebody involved in something where the mind is important. You know, maybe he's a specialist of some sort. He has some kind of special expertise, or maybe he is, could be your boss. You know, this could be somebody, again, with a lot of authority. This could be an executive or a professional, could be your father, could be someone that is advising you. This could be a government official. And also this could be someone who, you know, because by virtue of what he does, you know, he's involved with something where assertion or even aggression is needed. So this could be a police person or a military person, or this could be somebody who is aggressive in your life. Now, this is somebody who wants to be his own person. He doesn't want any limits imposed upon him. And he likes to, if this trait is you, this card is going to allow you, should you need to be able to defend yourself or to gain an upper hand in a situation. Now, some of you may be involved in situations where the relationships you're connected to are challenging and intense because there are some mixed signals flying back and forth. Or some of you are in situations where you're having to wait for the other person, or you feel as if you do. Neither of you are willing to make the first move in a situation. Now, the second week, you have the Two of Wands, and so you're standing in the doorway of opportunity. You're doing some kind of review. Now, maybe, you know, this is business. Maybe you're involved in some kind of negotiations. Maybe you're traveling. Maybe you're waiting on an answer. And maybe you're waiting on an answer from this King of Swords, or maybe he's waiting on an answer from you. But this is a card of enterprise, and, you know, maybe you feel as if you've got the world in your hands right now, but there's something more for you out there, and you've got this clear vision of what it is, and you're acting on the courage of your convictions and to take what it is that you want. So this is a very dynamic card. You could be at some kind of crossroads here. And there are issues where you need to use your personal power to be original, to be in control. And either you're in control of a situation you're involved in, or you're being dominated by someone else. Some of you are in a waiting period. You're waiting to make your move. And you're waiting to make your move for maybe a couple of reasons. Maybe you have some doubt about your abilities and that's holding you back. Maybe you're putting matters off. Or maybe you're holding out because you feel like you're not going to get the support you need. In fact, you're going to get pushback, more resistance from people. But if you are hovering at, this crossroads because you don't believe in yourself, or you have some indecision, just know that if you're facing something confrontational, that the other side will see your weakness and they're willing to act on it. So, what you don't claim as your own, the other side may very well take it from you. So this is a card that leaves you open to manipulation if you have anxiety or a lack of confidence, and you're prone to being manipulated, and you ultimately will regret not trusting your own instincts. But positively, this is a card for you to step out there and trust your gut. And you're being presented with some opportunities to make some changes that you want to happen in your career, in your personal life. But the key is being realistic, checking the facts before you act, not being impulsive, not idealizing a situation, but rather seeing it for what it is. Now, some of you, there's an opening that's occurring for you, and this is going to be your moment. It's going to be your chance. So you're going to be able to prove a point to someone, rise to a challenge, and you may be cleared or vindicated of something. Or others of you, you may take this pause, you're reviewing, you're looking at some things, and you're taking in all the facts, and you decide it's a no-go for you, in which case you will have other people's blessings. They won't put you to task if you decide that you don't want to get involved, that you're turning down the job, or you're not going to, take the relationship to the next level. And your attitude about your decisions this week are going to be based on how strongly you feel attached to something, whether that's a person or an outcome, a situation. And either you're going to grow more strongly about it, or your feelings are going to decrease about it, and consequently you're going to turn it down. Now, the third week you have the Seven of Wands, and so you are involved in standing up for yourself, perhaps, or maybe you're dealing with, opponents, adversaries, or there are some challenges that you need to overcome. And you are standing your ground, you're pushing through. And this may be with defiance, because you are firm in your conviction. And for some of you, you're really trying to beat the odds. Maybe the statistically the situation is not in your favor, but just maybe you're going to pull this off. So some of you are taking a calculated risk. You're being daring, and hopefully you have the facts behind you to support you. But a situation is definitely coming to a head where you are being challenged and you're having to hold on to your sense of purpose. Now, you may feel as if you are, again, in a struggle. You may have to rally others around you. You may feel as if you're being attacked, as if you're under siege. And currently you may hold the advantage. but this may be still shaky ground for you. And situations may call for you to be more open and flexible. This is a week where you can make some beneficial changes in your relationship if you're willing to be more adaptable, more open, more flexible. If not, if you're just stuck and you're going to go with this, then some upsetting circumstance could play out on and on and on. So this is a week where you're going to have a mixed bag of circumstances, some good, some not so good, some opportunities, some challenges, and they're going to be very karmic in nature. And so this week, persistence is key. So regardless of how small, how complicated, whatever it is that you're trying to achieve, you're going to have to really remain focused and determined to meet your goal. Now, some of you, people are going to be seeking you out. They're going to be asking your advice or your assistance, or you may be seeking that from other people. And because of it, it may be necessary to make some changes, to rearrange your schedule, to prioritize your agenda, take a second look at your priorities. And if you are trying to get people to come over to your side, then the way to get a positive response is not to be forceful and threatening and pushy and overbearing. The key is to inspire people, to motivate people in ways where they don't feel as if you are judging them, even if they have made mistakes or they need to work harder. Some of you, you just feel, again, like you're being attacked, like you're having to defend yourself, to protect yourself. And you feel as if no matter what you do, no matter what you put out there, what kind of effort you put forth, nobody's pleased. You just can't make anybody happy no matter how hard you try. And in response to that, you may take on a victim mentality. You may feel as if woe is me. But remember that this unhappiness that you're feeling is probably largely because you are just stuck. You're going to do it this way. You think like this. This is what it has to be, rather than being more flexible and opening yourself up to some other possibilities. So obviously, if you feel you're being attacked, you're going to be frustrated. You're not happy. And you may be taking that frustration out on other people without even realizing it. So this is a week to reconsider your position. Now, the last week you have the Lover's card, and many of the signs have had this card show up in their readings. So partnerships and important decisions are really emphasized this month for many people. So this could be a month, this is the week, where you are looking at your partnerships. And this can be any kind of partnership, a romantic, a business, or just some good friends. You're looking at your connection to others. Now, this could be a new relationship, or maybe you're looking at commitment, or getting engaged, or getting married, or maybe you're having to choose between two partners. Maybe you find yourself in a love triangle, or maybe you're struggling with temptation. Or maybe you're looking over an important relationship, but you are currently at a crossroads and there is a major choice to be taken. And maybe you are trying to juggle between feeling safe and taking a risk, or using your heart, or going with what's in your head. Or maybe you're having to choose between two paths that will take you in very different directions. Or maybe you're involved in a choice and where each choice has a very definite price tag that comes with it. So there are strong consequences to a choice that's being made. Fortunately for you, this is a week where you can get clear, you can repair some things, reorganize, get clarified, because situations are going to allow you the opportunity to gain a greater understanding of both yourself and your interactions with others in a way that's going to give you some kind of peace of mind. So this could be a week where 1 or 2 people enter your life, and those people will prove critical to your future in some way. Or this could be a week where you come in contact with somebody, from long ago, from your past. Now, you may have a lot on your plate this week. There's a lot you want to accomplish. You're very determined. But you've got a lot of personal appeal and magnetism going for you this week. And that sounds great. It is great. But what's happening is it's bringing a lot of people into your world. They want to connect to you. And why not, Leo? You're the sun. All of the planets revolve around you. So people want to feel your warmth, your charm. And you're enjoying other people. They're enjoying you. You know how to enjoy life. You make other people laugh. And even if you come in contact with people that, are difficult, or they feel threatened by you in some way, or they don't share your views, you know how to smooth that over in the way that you do. You know how to make people laugh. You know how to make people feel good. The problem is, it's distracting. It's getting in the way of your work. You've got some definite goals that you want to achieve, and you keep getting these interruptions. Maybe people are calling you, or, they want to see you, or they want to connect to you, or let's do lunch, or let's have coffee, or why don't I come over? And so it's making it hard for you to focus on the things that you need to focus on. However, you are being playful, you are being spontaneous, and you're being very creative in the way you do things, whether that's artistically, academically, intellectually. You're coming up with solutions, you're being innovative, and you're being noticed for that. So this could be a week where you get some kind of recognition for what you're doing, for who you are. Maybe you get a promotion, maybe you get some extra money, a bonus, you land some account. For some of you though, even your very best relationships are going to, come under the spotlight, because you're going to experience some kind of tension or stress in connection to them. And you may feel as if you want to suppress your feelings and not share your deepest thoughts. But I would advise you to put things out there, because holding it in is actually going to create more harm than good. This could be a week where you need to really focus on being yourself. You don't have to please anybody. You don't have to be anything that you're not. You don't have to fit into somebody else's mold or be someone else's ideal. You can be you. And when you understand that fully, your relationships will tend to improve. So be very mindful this week of giving in too easily, of being subservient to other people, serving their needs and ignoring your own, or being too jealous. And because, of course, you can pack on the charm like no other, be careful that you're not simply relying on charm to manipulate people and get them to do what you want them to do. So this King of Swords, the first week you may have some breakthroughs. There may be some sudden inspiration or insight. Again, this king, whoever he is, whether it's you or outside of you, it's going to give you an upper hand in some way, or it has the possibility to. So something may take off, or you may have an unexpected visitor or some unexpected news. And some of you need to be reminded not to act impulsively. The second week, you're doing some kind of a review. There's something presenting, an invitation, an opportunity. Maybe it relates to more socializing, or maybe some new romance you're involved in, or maybe some new friendships that you are growing. Or maybe there's a need for you to network and put yourself out there. Maybe you need the community. Maybe you're trying to rally the community around you. And some of you need to get out of your shell. The third week, you're trying to gain an advantage. You're firm in what you believe, of course, and you're standing your ground. And it's possible that you're trying to, take a new beginning on. You want to revitalize something, or maybe you need to heal something. Maybe there's some kind of breach that needs to be healed in a situation. Some of you're trying to gain an advantage by mastery, and you need to have a positive mindset this week. And then the last week, the Lover's card, there is a very important choice or decision to be made. Now, the underlying energy is the moon. And, Leo, you have had several months of difficult readings. And so, this month, this is an emotional month for you. And it could be something connected to your childhood or something deep inside you, your instincts, some conditioning from your past. For some of you, the month relates to maternal figures or children or the practical necessities of life. For others of you, there are lots of changes taking place, lots of fluctuations and things to deal with. And you may feel as if your imagination is running away with you, or you may have periods where you just want to escape, or you feel confused, or there could be issues of betrayal, or feeling as if there are some hidden enemies. Maybe you're dealing with infidelity or doubt, or things that are unforeseen that are happening in your life. It could be that situations are clouded and matters are not what they appear to be. Some of you, if you're female, maybe you're dealing with some gynecological problems that you have to deal with. You may be seeking out a doctor and getting some information. Others of you, you're having strong emotions and your dream world is very important. You may be getting some psychic messages, or your intuition is heightened this month. So some of you, you're having contact with your spirit guides, or you're exploring your inner world. And some of you are just simply seeking some guidance, and you need to seek some direction. So for many of you, there are one or two matters that you're going to really be taking a closer look at this month. And you're going to have to do so with honesty, both with other people and with yourself, because this is a month where at some point, if something has been hidden, if there are any secrets on your part, on the part of others, those are likely to surface this month. Everything will rise to the surface, anything that has been hidden. This is a month where you may feel overly emotional, or your emotions drive you to try to connect to others in ways that are codependent. You feel this intense need to be loved, to be wanted, to be needed. And what it's doing is actually making you feel more vulnerable to other people. And you may feel slighted or offended when there was none intended. Your emotions may have a great deal of effect on your physical self. And you may feel nervous, or you may have stress-related illnesses this month. Some of you will feel a sense of anxiety or depression or suspicion, and you don't know why. There's just a vague sense of something on the horizon. And this is because you have this very strong intuition at work and this very deep emotional link with other people. So on some level, you can sense that there is some bad news that's headed your way about someone that you know, or about someone that you care about. So, you're having to cope with your emotions. Now, one of the ways that would be good for you to deal with that would be to try to detach from situations, to try to relax as much as you can this month by doing something enjoyable, whatever that is, whether it's doing something creative where you just lose yourself in that fantasy world, whether you do something, get involved in nature, take a long walk, take a drive, whatever it is, do something that you enjoy, because when you do, you'll have a peace of mind that sets you apart from your situation and allows solutions to come to you, because again, your spirit guides are trying to speak to you this month and offer you some answers. So when you pay attention and listen and relax yourself, this is going to allow you not to be frustrated, not to take your frustrations out on others, and not to take your frustration out on yourself. So this is a month again to get very clear about things. If you've been wearing any rose-colored glasses, this is the month to pull those off. So if you've been deceiving yourself in any way about your job, about your health, about your relationships, that is going to come up for examination this month. And you need to make sure that you are not repeating some self-defeating cycles, that you're not allowing your fear about a situation, your anxieties, your anger, your doubts to block opportunities that are coming to you that would allow you to change things and make some improvements. So if you have this overwhelming emotional preoccupation about where your finances are headed, what your material resources are, how people are feeling about you, if you're living up to your expectations, if this person is loving you the way that they should, if you're needing other people in ways that are not healthy, these are going to be counterproductive to you this month. So this is a month where you are being challenged about your belief systems, about what you value, about your understanding about things. And if you work positively through it, you may obtain your objective, although it's going to be in a different way than you expect. And this is also going to be a month where you're going to be able to repair some things, to clarify some things, to improve some things in order to help you deal with your commitments more efficiently. Now, ultimately, I feel that this is, with all of this fire and air, you do have this underlying water, but this is mostly fire and air. This may be a situation where somebody is making some kind of a decision. Maybe they're listening to several varying viewpoints, and ultimately they're making this final decision. It's probably this King of Swords, whoever he is, whether it's you or someone else. This could be somebody that makes decisions generally, maybe somebody in authority, and this is probably somebody who makes decisions that can alter the course of someone's life. So again, this could be someone else or this could be you. So there may be a review taking place where this King of Swords is having to make a decision, and the decision is related to trying to gain an advantage in some way about a decision or partnership or choice that's needed. And so there could be, an emotional decision or emotional partnership, or you're trying to gain an advantage over your emotions or deal with the changes that are coming your way. All right, Leo, I hope you enjoyed this reading, and I would greatly appreciate your subscriptions, your likes, your kind comments. And for those of you who have already offered your support, again, thank you. I'm very grateful and committed to you. Have a wonderful October, and I look forward to speaking with you next month.